This is just a quick update on my robot. You can see I got lights on the bottom, and I got more of the rollers working good. I've updated the intakes a little bit, and I've transitioned the shafts on the rollers to high strength shafts. Oh, and also I got the brain mounted. And there's some more sensors inside the robot. Made a lot of progress since the last update, but there's still a lot of work left to do, including tuning and getting the correct hood on and all sorts of other stuff. Yeah, so here's the system. So here's just the robot working normally. Yeah, and then I also have a system now to automatically kick the balls of the wrong color out with just one button. If it'll work. My intake still needs some work. Come on. Come on. Yeah, my hood and intake still need some work, but it did work. It didn't really show you that well. Yeah, the hood's gonna be an actual curved piece of Lexan. It's not gonna be that. Yeah, let's see if we can do this better. It's gonna work this time. Okay, let's try this. See, one button, it kicks out the wrong color. The real hood's gonna be much better, and I'm probably gonna do some more with the intakes to have them not have that problem. Now let's take a look at how my color sensor thing is working. Let's take a look in here. So here we have two sensors. We have a distance sensor and a color sensor. So the lights on the bottom are going in rainbow colors. See, they just cycle through colors. And I did some custom wiring here on the light strips. See the light strips here. I did some custom wiring here. Uses 3 motor controllers, 3 of those old MC29s, and 3 ports here. I could have done it easier with an Arduino, but I didn't have the Arduino and I didn't want to wait. But basically, there's a task in my code that controls the light color. It is normally set to running them just in this rainbow pattern. But when this sensor here detects that there's something there, which would be because a ball was in there, it looks to see if it sees more red or more blue. If it sees more red, it first sets the lights red, and second sets this to spin backwards to kick red out. And I'm gonna have it to where I can change that between red and blue to have be kicked out. Yeah. So if I say that there's something near to that sensor, it'll have that. And just because of the way my robot looks, it will default to being blue, because there's more blue stuff than red stuff. But if I put a red thing in here, you get that in good. If I have a red thing in there, the lights go red. Yeah. So it will look for the color from the color sensor if the distance sensor says that there's something in there. The color from this, even after the distance sensor no longer sees anything, the color that the color sensor last saw will still stick around for about half a second. That's to make it look a little nicer when it's rapidly cycling through stuff. So it doesn't go red, rainbow, blue, rainbow, rainbow, red, rainbow, blue, rainbow, blah, blah, blah. So it'll look smoother. But then, yeah, and same thing, when this is red, for about a quarter of a second after it leaves red here, this is still set to be spinning out, so it kicks it out. And it's not always fast enough, but the cycle times are fast enough that I can just that I can just run it through it again, and it's almost assuredly going to work within 2 times. Yeah. But I'm still tuning it, and it's gonna be much better by the time I'm done. So yeah, red ball and lights go red. And yeah, the lights are just for decoration. They serve no actual purpose. And the lights inside the robot are also for decoration. I'm going to be putting some Lexan over the sides here. Like, maybe frosted Lexan if I can find it. Oh, the battery just died. Okay. Some, like, frosted Lexan on the sides here. And then, like, it'll be the inside of the robot is, like, glowing, and it'll look cool. Yeah, so you can also see high strength shafts here. I've changed that on all the rollers. I'm not sure if this was in the last update, but I have anti-slip mat here to help this be smoother. The intakes here, these are on hinges with rubber bands. This starts in size, by the way. That's less from here to here is less than 18 inches. Yeah, so these can go out like this, and they can intake from the center goal. That works fine. Yeah, so these go out like that. Yeah. To help with getting stuff that's further back in the goal, first of all, it will probably be fine because when the goals are mounted onto the field, I can drive up into them, and they won't push the goal back. But then second, I could probably do something with like a 2-way ratchet, like is in one of my motor sharing mechanism videos. Just like a little system to have like a secondary arm here that has another roller on it that would start in like this, but then spin out until it hits a point, and then spin in here when it's spinning in, and then spin out when it's spinning the other way. I don't know. There's probably something I could do that if it becomes an issue, I'll get it figured out. Yeah. I did some nice custom wiring on these wires. I did some soldering. I have my soldering stuff up there. And there's my big stack of flex wheels. Yeah. I have 2 of those sensors on there. They're very nice. Yeah. Oh, if anybody wants to see a video, like tutorial video on how I did that thing with the lights here, like being able to change the light color in the code, feel free to tell me in the comments or on Discord or something, and I'll see if I can't put a tutorial together for that. Again, you can ask any questions and ask any questions or leave any criticism in the comments. And yeah, should have another update in like a week or 2. Bye.